For the next 24 hours, I will be living in the smallest apartment in all of New York City, and that starts right now. Last week, my good friend Cash Jordan took me on a tour showing me 3 of the tiniest apartments in all of New York City. And the smallest of all these apartments was this 60 square foot micro studio apartment. Now, 8 years ago, when I first moved to New York City, I lived in a 250 square foot studio apartment in the Upper East Side. The other day, Cash and I got to chatting when I was showing him my new Soho loft. And he bet me that I couldn't last an entire 24 hours living in the micro studio.
His laundry room that we just saw is bigger than the apartment that we're gonna go to right now, and that he's gonna trap himself in for 24 hours.
Now, the point of this entire video is to show that yes, it is possible to live in New York City on a shoestring budget. I've done it, Cash has done it, many other people have done it. I moved here living paycheck to paycheck, broke as can be. I'm talking broke where I would take food from the hotel I worked at to save money on groceries. And now, after about a decade as a 31-year-old man, I've worked my ass off and my life has changed a little bit. So that perspective is something I can share to show you that yes, it is possible to move here and live in a micro studio if you want to make it work. If your dreams are that big, you can make it work, as you're about to find out in this video. One more thing for this challenge, if you're new here, I have a golden retriever puppy named Theo, and it just wouldn't be right to have Theo live in this tiny apartment with me. So my parents were nice enough to come and take him for the next day and a half while I'm doing this challenge.
I'm gonna give you the key to the apartment, but not the key to the building. You can't leave. You gotta stay here the entire time. Everything you need is in here, I think, I hope. I prepared the place, how could I make a mistake? If you leave this room, other than to use the bathroom, which is in the hallway, that's it, man, you lose the challenge. The building is covered in cameras and I can see them. I'll know if you leave. I don't think he's gonna be able to do it. I don't think so. I hope so, because I wanna watch this video and enjoy it, but I don't know. Good luck.
And here we go. So it begins. Right off the bat, one positive to this space is that there is natural sunlight. There is one single lone ray of sunshine making its way into this. Can you even call this an apartment? Can you call this an apartment? Cash mentioned that he got us supplies. So let's see what we have here. So number 1, we have the Queen 10-inch air mattress. Of course, we have the double quick pump to pump up the air mattress. I don't even think a queen size mattress could fit in here because that's a twin bunk bed. So we'll see. He was kind enough to get us a single burner hot plate considering there is no kitchen in here. All we have is the sink with the vanity, a microwave, a refrigerator and freezer. And I mean, I guess it was kind of him to get us a hot plate so we can actually cook something. I don't even know if he left food. We will see. He got us a spatula, toothpaste. I hope he got us a toothbrush. Last but not least, a pair of shower sandals because the bathroom is not in this apartment, as you can see. Please be something in here. Nothing. Nothing in the freezer. Down below, okay, all right. We have some chicken breast tenderloins, White Castle sliders for the microwave. We have a healthy, I'm guessing, dinner option, a power bowl. Thank you for that, Cash. And for breakfast, we have a protein shake. I've been in the apartment for just about 10 minutes and it's kind of that feeling of, okay, what next? And the first thing that I normally do when I wake up, when I am home in my loft, is I put on my workout clothes and get in a workout. And you know the rules, I can't leave. So as far as a workout, I'm gonna have to get creative here. I did a circuit, I did some pull-ups on the loft up here, then I went right into some good old-fashioned push-ups. There was just barely enough room for me to go across the apartment. And then finally, I finished with some good old-fashioned air squats right by the door. Yeah, if you work out in a 60 square foot micro apartment, it will smell like BO in a matter of 10 minutes. So with that said, since the bathroom and shower aren't in this apartment, you can't just be walking around naked, so we have the robe. I mean, I guess you could, but you make a lot of people feel pretty uncomfortable. One more thing, when you do go to the bathroom or to shower, you have to bring your key. I almost just locked myself out of this place, so anytime you go to the bathroom or shower, if you don't want to lock up, you have to have your key. So the hallway to get to the bathroom, let's just say it's quite cozy. It's a long, narrow hallway. It measures just about 2.5 foot wide. You walk down this long, narrow hallway. There's 4 doors at the end of the hallway. Those doors are the 2 toilets and, of course, the shower. And the shower room is a whopping 4 foot by 3 foot. That's it. That's the shower. There is a curtain to block the door from getting wet. There's a little hook to hold the door open right here. And that is where you put your soap and shampoo, which, Cash, if you're watching this, man, there's no soap. So I'm just gonna take a quick water shower and just rinse off all the sweat from the workout. Nice and cozy. Short little walk back to the place. Here are your neighbors. All right, and we're back. You know, if you just moved to New York City, if you just arrived and you're looking to be here, this is a pretty viable option. If you are hustling, you're trying to make it happen, this could work. Man, so I have these dirty clothes I need to figure out where to put, and the thing with a tiny apartment is you really have to be organized. Even for this little experiment, I don't have that much stuff, but it seems like 10 times the amount of things because the space is so small. 9:30 in the morning, I can't leave this place, but it is still a Monday, just like any other day, and I have a lot of work to get done. So I brought my computer. Pretty safe to say there's no internet, so I'm gonna tether to my phone, find a place to get comfortable and just sit down and get some emails done, get what I can done. I tried to get as much work done as I could, and also, can you hear this? Here, I'll go in the hallway. That's something you gotta deal with. It's not too loud. It could be louder, but the neighbor is jamming out on a Monday afternoon, and if you actually had to do work in here, I mean, I'm talking you had projects, it would be pretty hard to get them done in here. I'm getting pretty hungry, so I figured why not open up the hot plate. The hot plate is essentially a single electric burner top. They are perfect for small apartments, for camping, and it fits right on top of the microwave, which is perfect. Cash left me some options here. We have the chicken tenderloins, or we have the White Castle sliders. And I was thinking about the chicken tenderloins, but then I am a considerate neighbor, and I know damn well that if I start cooking on this hot plate, it is going to smell up this entire floor like chicken. And I'm talking chicken with no seasonings. He didn't give me any spices, any flavoring, nothing, just chicken. So I'm going to opt out of the chicken. I'm gonna have the sliders. I'm also kind of on a diet right now. I'm doing a fitness challenge, but what's one cheat meal? And I was thinking, let me turn the camera, even if you had a table in here, where would the table even go? You couldn't really put a table in here. There's no room for a table. So even eating here, you're gonna have to eat from your bed, which we haven't inflated yet. So it's now 4 p.m. I've been working pretty much the entire day, doing emails, scripting out future projects. I got pretty bored after I finished all my work, and I tried to see if the TV worked, which it does, but there's no cable hooked up. I really thought I could do this. I did, because I've lived in tiny spaces before, but to live here with not much at all, I don't even have books. I think I'm ready to throw in the towel. If you actually lived here, you would only be here essentially to sleep. You wouldn't be here the entire day. You'd probably have a job somewhere else. You would work out outside of the park. You don't move to New York City to sit inside a micro studio, that's for sure. I get for the video though, it makes sense that I can't leave here, but I've had enough. I'm sweaty, it's hot in here. I do realize though once I leave, I can't get back in this apartment, so this is it. I have my bag packed up, I'm leaving the hot plate. I do wonder though how fast it's gonna take Cash to call me or be over here by the time I walk out, because there's a camera right in this hallway. The camera is right up here, right there. Hi Cash, we're leaving. Oh, what's up, man?
Hey, I was looking at the footage from the building, as I do from time to time, and what are you doing?
I lasted as long as I could. I mean, it was like a prison cell.
Are you giving up on that place?
Not necessarily giving up, but I couldn't stay in that apartment for any longer.
If you give up on this thing.
All
right.
right.
You know what? I'm coming over there. I'll be there in 5 minutes. I'm nearby.
I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do it.
Well, you know, the neighborhood's why you'd want to live here anyways. I mean, it's a great place, but it comes with this. And if you don't get to experience this, it is kind of tough to stay inside there all day.
I mean, you say it in your videos all the time. The neighborhood is what you're renting.
100%, man.
Considering there's no furniture.
My mediocre supply. Did I get you everything or did I miss stuff?
The chicken was a nice touch without the utensils. No utensils, no spices, no salt, no ketchup for the burgers. Killing me.
If I bring ketchup, will you try to spend the evening?
I do want to go back and stay the night.
Good luck.
Just out of pure principle, I'm going to stay the night. We're back, and I figured, why not? Let's just go all in. We are gonna cook on the hot plate. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just realized this. I went to the store and I got some smoked paprika, and I also got some just black pepper to make this chicken taste better. And I realized that I don't even have a skillet to cook this chicken on. Just a quick reality of what it's like to actually be here right now. It's probably 80 degrees in this apartment. You can see by these beautiful sweat stains on my shirt that yes, it is in fact hotter than hell in here. This actually looks pretty good, and I mean, at least it's healthy. I put the camera up there on the shelf just to get you the perspective. Again, there's no place to sit, so either I'm standing here enjoying this meal, or I do have the air mattress, which I haven't set up yet just because I do have the fear that it might not fit. Oh wow, oh my gosh, look at this sucker, this is huge. Dripping in sweat, but I've realized after attempting this that there's a hole in the air mattress. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there's a hole in this. So I was about to climb up here, you'll see that in a second, but I realized when you are up here in the loft, you can't get to the light switch, so you have to turn off the lights before you go up into the loft. So here we go. My gosh. Oh my God. All right, here we go. Here we go. Almost made it. I've traveled quite a bit. I've slept on dirt floors. I've slept in hostels. This isn't my first time sleeping on a slab of wood. It's not gonna be my last time, but this is not gonna be comfortable. You can see by my face, I'm glistening. It is hot in here. If you did live in here, you'd have to have the window unit. The loft is a fairly decent size. There are my feet down there. I'd say it's about 7 foot long. There's even a little cubby back here. We have an outlet here for charging your phone and a cable cord right here for the cable hookup. Either the next clip will be here in the morning or I'll be gone. This might be the most uncomfortable night's sleep of my entire life. It's 5:11 in the morning. 5:11 the next day. Oh my gosh, where are the lights at? Oh my gosh, focus. I feel like I slept on a plank of wood all night. My eyes are beyond bloodshot. I probably slept 2 hours. I fell asleep at maybe like 10:30. I was listening to an audiobook on Audible. I also woke up with what appears to be a pimple on my nose bridge. Great. I'm ready to get out of here. And I probably have major neck issues now. You hear that crack? Oh. Ah. All right, that's it. And here we have it, back in the Soho loft. That was an interesting experience. It brought back a lot of memories. So with that, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below if you think that you could live in that tiny micro apartment. I know I could. If I was 18, 19 years old, I would make it work. Back then, I wanted more than anything to come to New York City and make my dreams come true. If you're out there watching this, I hope this gave you a little bit of perspective. And with that, I will see you in the next episode.